everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Megan, and today I'm going to be discussing the new movie that came out in theaters called One Night Only, so let's get into it. I actually really liked this movie. I thought it was super fun. I think some reviews saying it's like terrible or like because of the dystopian and all this other stuff. I feel like there's a lack of like independent concepts or just something different in general because I feel like we're just seeing constantly the same thing over and over again. I personally just thought it was fun. I didn't think too much about the premarital sex concept. It did really make me think about holidays in general. Watching it, at least the beginning, it reminded me of New Year's Eve. I don't know if anybody's seen New Year's Eve with Gary Marshall. He had all these like holiday films, like he had Valentine's Day, he had New Year's Eve, he had Mother's Day, and it gave me that vibe because there is a time involved, and in New Year's Eve, everyone is just amping up for the kiss at midnight. Whereas this, it's like they have 12 hours to have sex with each other or find someone if you are not married. And so it like the anticipation of this event is what kind of like I think drives the movie. Like I was sitting in my seat and I was like, oh my gosh, like what's going to happen next? Like I don't know what's going to happen next, but it was just a journey with both of the characters, both Owen and Allie, that it was just fun. Like it didn't need to be too serious or anything like that. I don't know if it was because it was set in New York City, if that was what it made it super fun, but it really reminded me of like the Gary Marshall movies of like New Year's Day, Valentine's Day, like any type of holiday, the anticipation is the best part. It's about like, even with Halloween, it's like the kids coming to the door. Like Christmas Eve is probably my favorite holiday. People probably don't consider Christmas Eve a holiday, but Christmas Eve is like one of the best times because Christmas is the next day. Santa Claus is coming to give us our presents. And then once Christmas happens, it's like, oh no, it's all over. Like the anticipation is the best. And I thought that was really cool that Allie said, like, the best part about sex is the build-up. Because everything is about anticipation, all the excitement, even with sporting events. It's like, even the weekend, like, Friday is here. Like, work is going to be ending at 5, 6 o'clock, whatever time you get out, to be free for the next 2 days. Like, it's all about the anticipation. And that's what got me excited about the movie and just the concept of me reflecting on it, is that it was just exciting. Like, it just reminded me of New Year's Eve for some odd reason. Of you chasing down the person that you're gonna, kiss at the end of the night. And what was really interesting to me was at the end, they decided to wait the next year. Which I don't know if I like it or dislike it. I'm still kind of on edge about it because I just don't know if the payoff was there for that. Maybe it was. I don't know. I just feel like it was just a little anticlimactic. Like, I was just thinking, okay, well, it just, like, wasn't a bow knot. I think that's the only way I can describe it, is, like, I was just like, oh, they gotta wait a year. And then it was, like, the excitement was worn off in terms of, like, the movie. Like, in real life, totally fine if you wait or do whatever. But I think in the movie, for, like, the audience, it, like, slowed down the momentum, in my opinion. But art is subjective, so if other people liked it, other people liked it. But, I mean, I just thought it was, like, a fun roller coaster ride. It also reminded me of the movie, I think it's called How to Be Single, with Dakota Johnson. And, what is her name? Rebel Wilson. It also kind of reminded me of that, in a way. But I don't know, it just such an exciting movie. I really liked it for some odd reason. It also reminded me of The Adjustment Bureau because of the concept of the movie. Like, The Adjustment Bureau, I don't like the idea of it because it's all about your life is planned for you and you have to stay on track. If you fall off track, it pushes you back on track. And I didn't like the concept of that movie, but I thought that movie was very well done in terms of the world that they were creating. And so for this one, because it felt fun, I guess I didn't really worry too much about the dystopian of the world, because I know in the US this likely probably would not happen due to our First Amendment rights. But overall, I just thought it was honestly fun. I felt like it did hold back a little bit. But like I said, it was fun overall, and honestly, if that's what kind of I was looking for. Like, I miss fun rom-coms like something like this. Like I said, it didn't need to be perfect. It just, you kind of knew from the trailer what the concept was. I didn't realize that the rule was 3 years, so it was fairly new. It wasn't necessarily, it was like 15 or 20, but it was within the last 3 years. And so I was like, okay, that's better context of, you know, exactly what's going on. I don't know. Overall, I just thought it was fun. I didn't think it needed to be too serious or anything like that. I don't think there was like any high expectations on it. I just thought it was like a really cool take on this type of concept, because I don't think I've really seen anything like this before. And also, I never knew how it was going to end. Like, there were so many moments, like, when they were in the pizza shop, and then she was imagining what was going to happen. I was like, oh my gosh, this is, like, happening. And then it didn't happen. And there were just, like, so many things that kept going, and I was just like, when is this going to end? Like, how is it going to end? Like, I thought they were going to end with the dance sequence, and then it did, like, 1 year later. And then it ended with that scene and the kid coming in, which I thought was kind of funny. And they had so many cool, like, guest stars in this. You had, like, Pete Davidson. You had Nicholas Braun was in there. You had Jay Ellis. Like, Jay and Monica had another scene together. And they had a Top Gun Maverick joke in there. And I love the joke with Diego, too. With Diego and Dora and the backpack. I thought it was kind of funny. Or clever, anyway. And then who else was in it? Oh, the guy from... that's that show that was canceled on Netflix. I can't think of it, but he sang. He was the singer, and I thought that was really cool. But they had like many different other, I'm probably missing some other actors and actresses, but they had some really cool guest star lineups, which I thought was really cool. And then they had like Glenn Powell as like the LinkedIn picture, and then they had Sydney Sweeting as one of the people that he swipes on, which I don't know. I like little things like that in movies, and I just laughed in the movie theater when those pictures popped up, because I think Glenn and Sydney were in the director's previous movie, and I like little Easter eggs like that. I just thought it was fun. So if you like fun and you don't want something too serious, I would say go check out this movie. That's it for my review on One Night Only. I realized I was rambling a lot, so I'm really sorry about that. I just had a great time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.